It's your girl Bondi Blue, and I am getting them done today, okay? I want to send a special shout out to Veronica Taylor and Kiara Copes for giving to my Patreon and also editing their payment to my Patreon and giving me a little bit more of their money every month. I appreciate y'all so much. The link for my Patreon account is down below in the description box, along with my email and everything else you need. Also, you guys follow me on Instagram at Bondi Blue. I'm going to have it down here on the screen for the remainder of the video. I love y'all. Don't forget to hit me up and check me out. And all my Patreons, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't even know how y'all help me in my everyday life. Okay, so mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you. Okay, so let's get into Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, it starts off where it left off with the press conference and Karen and her. I need some soldiers in here that want to spend that on me. Where they at? Okay, that bitch had on a camouflage all into one with a Gucci belt and was serving you I'm 32 tease bitch. Okay, I'm here for it. As much as they was trying to talk bad about how Karen looked, we all know that camo is back in, and so are bodysuits. So if her old ass could fit into it and look good the way she did, I am not going to be mad about it, bitch. She was here to fight you hoes, all right? That's what that represented. I am here, okay, to have a mental quarrel with you batches. So once again, Giselle is asking about if Ray is going to be indicted, and Karen says that she can't speak on it. At this point, Giselle gets upset and says that Karen hasn't really spoken on anything. What are they here for? So she decides that it's time for her and Robin, her little sidekick, to leave. So she takes off her jacket and tells Karen that she makes sure to read the back of the shirt, which says hashtag tax reform, hashtag free Uncle Ben, hashtag free Karen Huger. And I just kind of feel like I said before, that it was messy and in bad taste of her. And the fact that she thought to, play with this situation and think so lightly of it when it's such a serious situation in Karen's life. This episode, Karen met up with her daughter, and her daughter came home for a visit, and she talked about how her daughter is just such a bright light, and it's been a good experience for her and her husband after everything that's been going on, to have their daughter back in the house for a little minute, because it made them get their minds off of everything. But it's also affected their daughter negatively. She sat there and cried about it. So for this to be something painful that they're going through, Giselle, and you thought that it would be cute for you to waste your money and time making a t-shirt with those stupid fucking hashtags on the back and no real placement order whatsoever, bitch, okay? And even the fact that they weren't on the top of the shirt, they were on the bottom, like what the fuck was that about? That was half-assed like a motherfucker, okay? I just kind of feel like it's really messed up. It wasn't funny. It wasn't cute. And how would you like it if somebody were to do that to you when all of the scandal came out about your husband fucking everybody on the front row of the church? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can dish it out, but you can't take it, Giselle. That was not cute and that was not classy at all. And I was very happy that Ashley and Monique, regardless of how they may feel about Karen right now and if she's lying or not, did not think that that was okay and would not have liked it if she had done that to them. But of course, Robin kikiing and laughing and giggling and thinks it's funny the whole way through. Karen gets up and leaves and tells them fuck them, they was wrong for that, and go and get in her car. They follow her to the car talking about it was just a joke. They thought she would just see it as a joke, but because she didn't see it as that, she told them, I see you, okay? And now I know that you're not really my friend and you don't really fuck with me, and now I don't really fuck with you. And they walk off laughing and giggling because to them it was so funny. I want y'all to remember that Robin and Giselle thought it was funny to make fun of what's going on with the possible indictment and tax issues of Karen and her husband. So Ashley and Monique are chilling poolside, having a few drinks, waiting on Candace to show up. Before she shows up, they start to have a conversation about Chris's 40th birthday party and how they're doing this big extravagant party, but his mom might not come because Chris hasn't spoken to his mom since she called Monique a heifer last season. And Ashley starts to get into how this is kind of a parallel to her relationship where her husband, Michael, wants her to cut her mom off, because we find out this episode that Ashley's mom has been in a tumultuous relationship with a do-dirt man who has done nothing but bring her life down since she got with him 15 years ago. And Ashley and Michael told her mother that they would buy her a home and help her as long as she got that man out of her life, and she did not do that. She took the house, she takes the money, she uses the bank account, and she still has this man who has done nothing but take from her in her life, okay? And Ashley feels split between the two of them, and Monique lets her know, look, bitch, okay, your husband comes first. Your husband is most important, and I don't know what you're gonna have to do, but you're gonna have to cut your mama off, okay? And I agree, I really do. Now that we know the circumstances of this situation, your mama is basically leaning on you to always pick up her slack, and that is unfair because that is not your job or your place to do that for her, okay? Now, when children grow up and do better than their parents, I feel like it's your obligation to make sure that your parents are straight and not let them be living in the projects while you living in this beautiful home. But that's only when your parents, I feel like, when your parents do right by you. When your parents are using you and taking advantage of you just like any other person, you have to cut them off and let them fend for themselves because they was doing it all these years before you were able to supply income for them. So you're just gonna have to let it be what it is, all right? I do not follow behind that ideal that just because somebody is your family, that means you have to let them abuse you and abuse what you have and what you can give to them. When Candace gets there, they were just talking about how she's not the Miss USA of the Miss USA pageant that we know. It's some international United States of America league or some crazy shit like that. I don't know. All I know is, does it even matter at this point if she's a legit beauty queen? She's beautiful, she has crowns, and she's on the show, bitch. So Ashley, I don't know what that's about, but let the shade go, okay? Let the shade go. Let the shade go on. I just want to mention that as much as Monique likes to complain about how busy and how booked she is, you do see that you had the time to sit your ass around this pool, drink, smoke a cigar, have your nanny take your baby, and have your help bring out the ice. Can I just point that out? Married to a rich man. You don't have to really work. There's no need for you to be complaining about how stressful your rich woman life is. Brick wall. For those of us that got to do 2 jobs that pay bills, okay? And if you don't do these 2 jobs, your ass can't pay your mortgage. Different situation, okay? So they talk about Robin and how Ashley has gotten herself in trouble with Robin, discussing the situation with Juan and being vocal about how she feels about Robin being mistreated by Juan. And we kind of talk about once again how Monique feels like there's this rift between her and Robin, but she doesn't know where it's coming from because the last time she tried to talk to Robin about it, Robin didn't want to talk about it. So how am I supposed to know what the problem is or how to fix it? I personally feel like Robin doesn't like Monique because Monique hasn't lost her money and probably won't. Robin is insecure. Robin wears the fact that she was broke on her sleeve. Okay, she really does. When somebody criticizes her, she hears you're broke. Okay, it could have had nothing to do with that, but that's all she hears when people talk to her. And that was very obvious to me this episode. So Giselle and her stylist go shopping because she has this trip to the Hamptons coming up. So she's going to miss Chris's 40th birthday party, which honestly, she seemed like she didn't really want to go to anyway. Girl, invite me. I would come. Shit. I'd have been like the white Chris jumping off the balcony into the pool, bitch. They looked like they was having a good time. And then when she had that ice cream made out of wine, I was like, oh, Monique, please invite me to a party, bitch. I ain't gonna act a fool, okay? I will just come and have a good time with the shits and giggles, girl, okay? Look, in Giselle's conversation with her stylist BFF, we discovered that Sherman, first of all, once again, we're going to talk about Sherman, and how the stylist friend of hers likes him, but how he feels like she hasn't had much time for him. She's going to the Hamptons because she has another tour engagement event with Every Hue Beauty that has really been blowing up, all right? And thankfully, she can pay her business taxes unlike the Hugers. And I was just like, Giselle, you really gonna get mad when somebody snatched that ponytail out your fucking head like with a hard jack, okay? Because the unnecessary shade makes me feel like you're not a real friend to anybody if you can't have any type of sympathy for their feelings and how they would feel once they heard you say that shit. Like, you take digs at Karen like she did you something. But she says that she's going to go and talk to Karen because she doesn't want Karen to think she doesn't want to be her friend. Bitch, that's the way it looked to me, but I guess. Unpacking at their new house. And while Robin is in La La Land talking about how happy she is to be in this new house and how she could be there for 2 or 3 more years, Wine is over here like, ooh, look at my jersey. Not paying attention to her whatsoever. And it was just very reminiscent of how their relationship has been, okay? She asked him if he's going to come with her to Chris's birthday party because she kind of feels uncomfortable with Monique at this point because of the reunion last year when she says Monique said that she was basically under everybody on the cast. That is not what Monique said. And I don't feel like Monique feels that way. I don't feel like any of these women really feel like Robin is beneath them because they lost their money. I don't think that at all. I think that Robin is a bitch. And I think that everybody treats Robin like they treat her because she's a bitch. It's just, that's my perception of it. I'm sorry. But her and Giselle are the pretty mean girls. And I don't care how much money you have, Giselle or Robin, that's who y'all are. That's who y'all are. And it doesn't matter how much money y'all have. I feel like, Robin, you were probably a worse bitch when you had money. Now that you don't have money, you were a mean bitch that want people to feel sorry for you. And it's really obnoxious to me. I'm sorry, okay? What Monique said was, Giselle is a mean girl who can only be happy for other people when she feels like those people are beneath her or those people are not real competition for her. And I felt like that was a true kind of assumption of Giselle's personality. Robin is somebody who might be beautiful, but not as pretty as Giselle is, okay? So it's like, you're pretty, so you're not gonna, feel like you're my competition because we can be pretty together, but at the same time, we all know Giselle sees herself as the queen bee of any situation, okay? Also, Giselle got money from her husband in their divorce, so she's never really had to struggle like that, but she definitely wasn't on the same field, the playing field with money as she was when she was with her husband. So I felt like her being friends with Robin was a way for her to feel like, well, shit, at least I got more money than her. And it's a way for her to feel comfortable and have fun with somebody when she feels like she doesn't have to be worrying about, oh, she's younger than me, oh, she's prettier than me, oh, she has more money than me. Like, it's not saying that actually represents Robin, that she doesn't have a lot of money. No, it just means that she feels better by being friends with you because of that fact, not because you're actually beneath her or beneath anybody else. So to me, that was a perfect example of Robin not actually hearing what somebody is saying, but putting her own insecurities over what they said and now having a problem with them and finding them totally disgusting and all of this shit because she feels like they said she was the scum of the earth when that's not what they said. Another thing she says she has a problem with Monique about is that Monique has a fan page that posted a meme of her fanning herself at the reunion. And at the top of the meme, it says, when you've been read for filth and know you should just sit there. And she's fanning herself. And apparently Monique liked the meme. I don't know why that's a big deal. Because we're on social media. We have millions of followers who watch our show. Sometimes we're going to like the shady comments that our followers make about one another because we kind of think it's funny or we believe those shady comments ourselves. Either way, Robin, you are one of the people on the show that has the most to say about other people's situations, that makes fun of other people's situations, tries to act like, I don't care about how much money you have, but I do want to know why you don't want to tell me. Why are you lying? Why don't you want, like she finds ways to find issues with other people no matter what to me. Like I really do feel like that, except for Giselle. But you don't really have a real beef with Monique if you mad about a fucking meme that she liked. That is really not that big of a of a deal. To me, it's not. But Robin's going to make it seem like she just, ran Robin through the mud on social media. Like she actually vocalized something about Robin, and she didn't. And the things that she did say, she said to Robin's face. So if you want to be mad about something, just be mad about the shit she said to you, not about her liking a meme from her fan page. Like, give me a break, Robin. So Candace goes wedding dress shopping with her mom and her little sister. And we get the opportunity to meet her mom, who was a psychologist, a business owner, about that life, and a CEO, okay? Wonderful mom as a representation of a black woman and how you can get out here and be successful regardless of if you're married or not, because Candace's parents got a divorce early on in life, but Candace has always been blessed with that money, okay, unlike her husband. So she tries on her dress, and it's a beautiful white satin, full, body skirt, kind of Cinderella vibe. And she loved it, but her mom didn't, okay? Her mom's like, oh, but where's the lace? You want me to show you the pictures of my wedding dress? I don't like this. I want to see you in lace. Can we get a lace dress? I don't like this. Can we get a lace dress now? Okay, thank you. Okay, see, that's what I wanted to see you in. That's my wedding dress right there. That's my wedding dress, okay? That's what I wanted to see you in. That looks good. That is what I envisioned you in, this lace right here. Now, me personally, Mom, I agree with you, okay? My dress was lace and form-fitting because that's what I wanted. But my mom was the one who cried when I tried on my wedding dress, not me. Okay, so for you to look at her like she shouldn't be crying, I was looking at you like, bitch, what's wrong with you? It's a moment. It's a moment. Why can't she have this moment? I don't know, y'all. Her mom seems like a good mom, but one of those overbearing moms that you just be happy you don't live in the same state with, because if you did, you'd either kill him or end up in a straitjacket. And sometimes you could do both, okay? Candace's mom is a bit much. Okay, it's not your wedding, old lady. It's not your wedding. You had yours. If you want another one, find you a new man. But we ain't about to make our daughter wedding our dream. That's not how this works. That's not how it's supposed to be. This ain't for you. Okay, you're just supposed to be there for moral support, bitch. Okay, yes, we want your opinions, but that does not mean we have to take them. All right, thank you, Candace mama. So they have Chris's birthday party, and then we got to see Sharice. And Sharice in a confessional. So it's like you're not on the show, but you still have a confessional. I still have to hear you. Okay, fine, whatever. Karen and Ray come out because Karen wants to show everybody that she is not going to go in hiding. You can take several seats, you bitches. I'm here. So Candace is going around meeting all of the other women who she has not met yet. And she discovers how dry Robin's ass is. And I'm like, yep, dry as a dry cooch. So they have like the little moment where everybody, says something nice about Chris. He has all his teammates come out. His dad comes and speaks and says how, beautiful his wife and their family is, but the mom is not there. And I guess if mom wants to be in Chris's life, she gonna have to get her life and get in good with that wife. Thank you. Did y'all notice that right after they took the camera off Chris's elderly father, they put the camera on Ray? I noticed that shady camera work, that shady editing, bravo. I love ya. So Michael is drunk at this point, and we've seen him switch out of a dress shirt into a t-shirt, and he is in great shape for a 60-year-old white man. I'm gonna tell you right now, okay, Ashley, I'm not mad at you at all. I see it, bitch. When he took that shirt off, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, Ashley, I see it. I see why we're here, bitch. Okay, I get it. All right, okay, I get it. He walks over to Karen and Ray and tells them how he heard about everything, and drunkenly, if there's anything that he could do, he would be happy to help, okay? I would happy to save y'all black asses and give y'all some money if y'all need it. Just let me know. I thought it was nice, but he was drunk and he was overstepping his boundaries, and Karen felt that way. Michael is just doing too much over here. Somebody come get him. So this is when Monique and Robin try to have this conversation. Well, really when Monique tries to have this conversation with Robin, okay? And I'm going to go from the notes here, all right? Monique asks Robin what the issue is. And she says, I felt like you were coming at me, but you called and you apologized. She's talking about the reunion show. After the reunion show with that beneath you comment, I realized that Monique might have said it and then felt like, okay, I can understand why Robin feels that way, even though I understood what Monique was saying, and that's not what she was saying. It could have been perceived that way, so she apologized anyway, okay? So Robin brought that up, but then put it out there that she had apologized. So it was like, so why are you mentioning this right now, okay? She says, then I'm scrolling through Twitter and see a meme that you like from one of your fan pages. And then we go into all of this back and forth about Monique paying her family members to post shady comments about everybody else. And Monique is like, girl, do you really think I have time for that? I did not post that myself. I don't pay anybody to do my fan page, and it wasn't my PR. That's some petty shit. So Monique gets mad and gets up and walks away, dropping the remote on the floor and everything else, girl. But I ain't mad at you. I know how it could be sometimes. We've been drinking. We in our slippers. It's a party. We having a good time. We low-key tired, and this bitch talking about a meme. Girl, whatever. All right. So they kind of like spread apart. And Sharice and Robin go outside, and Ashley walks up and asks what's going on. And Robin starts to explain, about the situation. And Ashley says, well, Robin, you do kind of, what you mean? Like, you really say your little sly comments that make people feel like you don't like them, and then now the energy's fucked up and they don't know how to handle you. Ashley tells her that Giselle just told her when they went to lunch that Robin hates her. And she was like, you hate me, bitch? That's kind of rough. You know what I mean? And Robin says, I don't hate you. I just feel like we're from two different worlds. It's like y'all on the same show, living in the same place. Y'all the same type of black person. How are y'all from two different worlds? Because you're slightly older than her, and because you raised Juan to be the man that he is not to you at this point. Like, what the fuck? Like, really? Ashley says, you were going to drag me. Remember you said that? And Robin said, yeah, because you were talking mess about Juan, and I don't think you understand what it's like to, build a man up, okay? And when he came back home, I told him to go back to school and do his dream job and become a coach, and that's exactly what he did. And it's like, so Robin, you basically taking the credit for Juan going back to school and becoming a coach. You're taking the credit for that. Your ride or die woman shit kicks in right now, and your rebuttal to Ashley telling you that he does not treat you the way you deserve to be treated, that your life is not conducive for you to really deep down be happy. This is where Ashley is coming from. Ashley even says, okay, Robin, even if my delivery was wrong, I still feel like he does not treat you the way you deserve to be treated if you're really trying to be with somebody. She is so not listening to that. She still hears that you are making fun of me because of my financial situation, which has nothing to do with this. And this is when Ashley lets us know that Robin and Juan broke up. Juan left Robin and went overseas and was all in love with this other woman, and he had a new dream. That dream didn't work out. So then he called Robin and asked her if he can come back home. And that's when he decided that they were going to try to work it out. So, bitch, he left you for somebody else. And that's what we were feeling with the first season and the second season. We were feeling that Juan was probably already out there with somebody else, okay? And Robin was just holding on for dear life. So it makes you look especially sad and pathetic when not only did he not really want to be with you and you were still trying to be with him, but he left you for somebody else and went be with that other person. And then when that didn't work out, he asked you to take him back, and you did, and further be his support system. Come live with me and all of this shit. Girl, you are sad. And it does not matter what you say. Ashley was not wrong for saying that. Okay, I'm sorry. She may be messy, but she wasn't wrong. Okay? And Robin walks off because she can't handle it. And Monique is like, she's always walking off. If you got something to say, just say what you got to say. Monique, it's kind of like I invited you to my house, and you're telling me you don't care about having a conversation with me, but I cared enough to invite you to my house where I feel like you disrespecting me, just like your green-eyed monster friend did to my other house. You was disrespecting me, okay? And it's like, Robin, I really feel like you feel jealous of the fact that Monique and Ashley are so financially stable and they're younger than you. You feel jealous of that. You feel shaded by that. So anytime they tell you something, that's all you hear from them. You don't really hear what they're saying to you, which is more so you deserve better, which you should be happy to hear from somebody, that they feel like your flaw ass deserve to be treated better than you're being treated right now. Robin is exhausting, annoying, and really needs fucking therapy, okay? She really needs to go talk to somebody so that she can understand what is actually being said to her, which is different from what she's hearing in her head, which are her own insecurities. You feel bad about not having money. You. Nobody else cares, Robin. That's you. So it's so funny that you are so upset and gonna say that Ashley was making fun of you when you were just making fun of Karen for a similar financial situation, bitch. See what I'm talking about? Hypocrisy to the 10th degree, bitch. Hypocrisy to the 10th degree, Robin. This comes over and it's like, it's my birthday, trying to break up all of this drama. And that's when Robin decides that she's gonna go ahead and leave. Then Candace's husband, Chris, is drunk as hell and jumping into the pool from the balcony, and everybody has a good time, and that was the end of Potomac. You guys, the episode was actually really good, and I enjoyed it. Please don't forget to share the video, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one.